Hello, guess who's joining me today? Well, we remember him as Nirmo. Well, are you still thinking who am I talking about? Veere the Wedding? Nirmo and Avni? Yes, the person who played Nirmal. Let's go across to him. Introduce yourself, sir. We all know you as Nirmal.
Yeah, my name's Ishwak. People
Now it becomes synonymous with Nirmo.
people are aware of Nirmo and Nirmal, but they don't really know who Ishwak Singh is. So I'm an architect. I've studied architecture, and while I was doing basically a little bit of both, while doing architecture and theatre work on stage, I just organically started getting some work in films. Like I got a chance to play Sonam Kapoor's groom in this movie called Raanjhanaa.
Of course, Raanjhanaa, and you went back playing her perspective in Veere the Wedding. But we wonder what happens to Avni and Nirmo. I mean, that track was interesting.
Okay, so I hope the makers of Veere the Wedding are listening to this. I really hope they make a sequel and they get Nirmo back.
So what was that like? I mean, basically the four Veeres and then the Veeres, the boys in Veere. What was that whole experience like?
You know, when I heard the concept and I was kind of auditioning for it, I was very excited because I knew exactly what it was going to be like. Like it's going to be very character oriented. It's going to be a place where you can sort of bring something to the table, and it's not going to be very cliched. So while I was doing because with I think a story like this, where you are kind of going beyond icons, portraying certain parts, looking for characters, you can basically add some colors to the character as an artist. He, on the face of it, comes across as a mama's boy, but he's not. He's just someone who's very institutionalized, if you know what I mean. He's basically someone who's just, he's had a pretty good record. He's successful, got probably a first grade, very good grades in college, and got a good job, successful. Looks up to someone like Falias Nariman, wants to be a big corporate lawyer, all of that. So he has that idea of a perfect life in his head. And somewhere down the line, we got very human angle into it, a very, things that I've kind of been observing about, as an actor, you observe people. So a few incidents that I shared with Shanks, we were able to basically adapt that into the movie and the character.
It would be nice what happens to Nirmo, because now Avni seems to have another suitor.
I hate that. I hate the fact that a guy always has to struggle in life, and even in a film. I mean, for once, just cut us some slack. I mean, in the movie, at least we should have it easy. But no, I mean, even there was there's competition. So, what do you do?
And also, you are also making waves in an advertisement, an international ad, where you have dished out biryani to impress your beloved or your fiancée, the girl who you are wooing, her brothers. So are you a good cook?
I can only make eggs. But I have a feeling that if I practice hard enough, because I I'm a foodie, I'm a food lover, so I'm very interested in knowing, although I don't know much, but when I see something which is well cooked, I'm always wondering what really goes into it. So, but yeah, to answer your question, I can't cook to save my life. I mean,
after having played Sonam Kapoor's, the guy she was trying to impress in Veere the Wedding, and Deepika's boyfriend in Tamasha, who's your favorite?
I love Sonam, is amazing. I've had very little interaction with her, but fantastic. I was just talking about it to someone yesterday. We were just discussing I'd love to work with Deepika more, because she was very, very professional and driven. And the fun thing and I can't say much about her because there's very limited interaction. We just worked with her for 2 days. Whereas with Sonam, I've done a workshop with her, because she's the most warm and friendly person, nicest person. And all that somehow, really translate when you're working, that comfort, which is very important.
And lastly, as you make your way into the film industry he's done architecture, then there is stage, and now celluloid Bollywood. How tough is it for a newcomer to actually make his mark in an industry where they say, nepotism rules, but you cannot ever overlook talent, which everyone says so? But how tough is it?
Well, I don't know. Yes and no. I mean, it's difficult at the same time. It doesn't seem that hard, really. Because when you have people like these days, it's very organized. You know, when you have great casting offices like Mukesh Chabra's casting office, and a lot of other such offices who are scouting for talent in traditional theatre groups. That's how I got casted. You know, love your art and things just fall in place.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, let's see if there's a Veere the Wedding part 2. We'll see what happened to Nirmo. Thank you so much.
Yes.